Congratulations! You've just been born in 1st century Judea. Your people worship one God, read right to left, and absolutely hate the Romans, who, unfortunately, control everything from your land to your taxes to the sandals on your feet. You're Jewish by birth, broke by default, and Roman by force. What a combo. Your parents are pious, poor, and proud. The problem piece. Your father is a scribe who makes just enough to feed the family, but not quite enough to bribe the local centurion to stop walking into your home like he owns the place, because legally he kind of does. Your birth is celebrated with prayers, a circumcision, and a gentle reminder that your people are waiting for a Messiah who definitely won't be you. Life is simple. You play with goats, eat olives, and try to avoid stepping on Roman soldiers who treat your town like a training ground and your uncle like a tax bill in human form. You hear words like Gabba and Mokes whispered with venom. Bad words. Traitor words. Well, when translated, they mean tax collector. But the truth is nobody likes a tax collector. After all, everyone knows they're the worst. Even you know. So, people aren't wrong. But, spoiler alert, that's you in about 15 years. But for now, you're just a baby. Wide-eyed, innocent, pure. So enjoy it. Because once you learn to count, and Rome learns you can, they're going to make sure your people forget you ever belonged to them. Years go by, and you're grown now. 5 years old to be exact. And this is when you figure out two things. Number one, your mom prays harder when Roman officials pass by. Number two, your dad swears louder when paying taxes than he did during your birth. By 7, you're already a math prodigy, mostly because counting is survival. You count coins, debts, olives, goats, and how many times the tax agent knocks before taking the rug off your floor. The local Roman tax collector, let's call him Marcus the Merciless, rides in on the 15th of every month with guards and a scroll thicker than your thigh. He smells like arrogance and olive oil. He can't speak Hebrew, but he can point. And when he points, people lose things. You see, families go from modest to floorless overnight. You see friends disappear when your parents can't pay. You learn that tribute means congratulations, your food is now Rome's. Meanwhile, the priests tell you to keep the Sabbath holy. The Romans tell you to keep the taxes coming. Your school teacher tells you arithmetic is your future. You were hoping that meant merchant. Maybe even scribe? But no, you're good with numbers. Really good. And one day, someone's going to notice. Not a rabbi, not your father, no, someone far worse. But for now, you're just a smart Jewish kid in Roman-occupied Judea. Too smart, too observant, and very, very screwed. Now you're 16. Normally, you should be studying for Torah, chasing goats, or pretending not to like Miriam from the olive stall. But no, you're sitting in a stone building with a Roman official who smells like moldy figs, learning how to calculate civic duty. Translation: you're becoming a tax collector. How did this happen? Simple. Someone told someone that you're smart, good with numbers, and fluent in both Aramaic and Latin. That's 3 red flags, and a fast track to unemployment from your own people and job security from Rome. The pay? Pretty good. The perks? Fewer beatings. The reputation? Lower than a leper in a synagogue. Your parents tried to turn you to the side of good. Become a goat hoarder, a farmer, a fisherman, or even a temple scribe, they said.
But you just don't see yourself toiling away like them, you say.
Your mom is heartbroken. Your dad, livid, and disowns you. They don't even call you by your name anymore. Now, you're Gabba, a minor collector. Small time. But you believe that when the gold coins start coming in, they'll come around. So you collect market tolls, transit fees, and minor tributes. It's the tax collector starter pack. Broken stall owners, widows with too many kids, and one goat farmer named Ezra who somehow dodges every payment. And your friends? Gone. Vanished. The kid who used to share figs with you in class now spits when you lie. Your uncle pretends not to recognize you at the well. Your cousin calls you a Roman dog, and that's before he throws the date bed. But Rome smiles. The local government pats your back like you're a loyal mutt. Keep it up, he says, and you'll be promoted. You almost believe that's a good thing. You used to dream about becoming a rabbi, Now you count silver for people who'd gut you for a loaf of bread. But hey, at least you get your own scroll now. Congratulations, you've made it. At the age of 33, you're no longer some rookie gaba scraping tax pennies off goat farmers. You've been promoted. Now you're a publicanus, a full-blown certified Roman-backed tax farmer. Your sandals? Imported leather. Your house? Has a mosaic floor. Your reputation? Lower than the Dead Sea. Sure, Rome loves you. They send you gifts, wine, even on your wedding. Not because they like you, but because you're profitable. Like a well-oiled debt machine with legs. Your name gets passed around like a useful broom. He gets results, keeps the locals quiet, hated, but reliable. But among your own people, you're unclean. Literally, you can't step into a synagogue anymore. Not after that stunt with the widow's vineyard and the temple tax. The rabbi didn't say anything, but the look he gave you might as well have been a lightning bolt. The neighbors whisper. They cross the street. You show up at your cousin's wedding, and they pretend you're the servant. You give a generous gift. They re-gift it to the pigs. And you? You eat alone. You sleep alone. Your wife only married you because you were her best option out of the brothel. Your son won't use your name. The only silver lining is that your parents accept him. You, by the way, are still dead to them. Your servants respect you, mostly because you pay them triple to ignore the insults painted on your walls every other week. You tell yourself it's fine, that you're just doing your job, that someone has to collect the tribute or Rome will send soldiers. But deep down, you know the truth. You don't belong anywhere. Not with your family, not with your people, not with the empire. Just somewhere in between. With a big house and a very well-defended front door. You're 50 now. That's a decent age, especially for someone who's been dodging sandals, curses, and the occasional donkey-based assassination attempt for 30 years. You've collected enough silver to bathe in. You've got property, staff, influence, and absolutely no one who'd sit Shiva for you. Even when your parents pass away, the temple still won't let you in. The Roman governor doesn't return your scrolls. Your old friends now run trade stalls and pretend they don't remember you. And the younger tax agents? They're hungrier, meaner, better hair. Then one day, a shiny new recruit shows up with a license from Rome. Your license. No warning, just a scroll that says, "Thanks for your service." You're relieved. Relieved. Like a boil. You try to appeal to the higher-ups in Caesarea. They say they'll look into it. You never hear back. But your successor, he gets a cart, 2 guards, and your office. Now you're just retired. Rich, but radioactive. The local market won't sell to you unless you send a servant. The last time you showed your face at a family gathering, your cousin's toddler threw a matzah at your head and screamed, "Traitor!" And honestly, you took it. Because he wasn't wrong. Congratulations. You're 59 now. You'll be 60 in a week. Normally, there should be a big party, but you don't bother, since you know nobody's going to be there. Well, that turned out to be a good thing, because 2 days to the day you turn 60, you die in your sleep. Peacefully. Which is frankly shocking considering your job. No dramatic stoning, no poisoned wine, no vengeful widow stabbing you with a menorah. Just one night, your heart gives out. Possibly from cholesterol, possibly from regret. Who's to say? Your funeral is small. Your household staff is there. The goat herder from down the road shows up, but only to spit on the grave. Someone mumbles a blessing. Your tombstone gets misspelled. 2 weeks later, kids are using it as a urinal. The rabbi does not mention your name during prayers. The community pretends you were never born. When your old house is sold, the buyers call it the cursed one with the blood coins. Charming. As for your legacy, your son becomes a baker. He doesn't talk about you. Ever. Your name? Struck from the temple records. Your coin stash? Confiscated in an audit by Rome. Irony is delicious. And centuries later, when people talk about publicans, they still don't like you. You're a cautionary tale, a footnote. The guy whose life was one long receipt and still ended in overdraft. But hey, at least your handwriting was impeccable. That's the end of your story. Rich, alone, unforgiven. A man who taxed everyone and died owing everything.